Alrighty, these are kind of cool. Look at the box on this. I've never seen Kobe glass ornaments. Welcome back, everyone. We are currently at a thrift store and went by this box and maybe that box. It looks like it's full. These are actually old ones, made in USA. Kobe. But I do a quick search and see what they are. I don't see a barcode on that guy. This one's Woolworth Woolco. These are pretty cool. This one's missing a whole bunch and the plastic's all ripped out. Probably the best looking box though. These are only $1. Let's grab these two. We're gonna buy some bargains today. So yes, welcome back everyone. We are at the thrift store. Got myself some older ornaments. The boxes are cool. Only $1.57 back in the day. Now you can buy it for 99 cents. So let's find some treasure at the thrift. Thrifting with taco stacks during the holiday season, right on cue. Let's make it a good one. Let's do it. All right, so we got a nice a nice vintage Mickey embroidered sweatshirt. What's really kind of cool here is I've seen this one shirt. This seems to be relatively new, but some sort of design that you can buy like on eBay and everywhere else. I don't even know what the challenge on MTV is. Is MTV even still around? I don't know who TJ is. I thought that was just a cool looking shirt, and it's like just the difference in technology nowadays that people make t-shirts out of this. It's pretty cool. It's like a different kind of like silk screen. I don't know if it's heat transfer or what it might be, but it's very popular now. And then someone dropped off all these, they're like Bhutan auto parts. That's pretty cool. Like, how should call them? They're graphic tees, but they're for some auto parts store. I don't know. Pretty neat. What are they? They're only, well, they're $1. Everything's 50% off today. So, fortunately, this isn't my size, but pretty cool nonetheless. Somebody was really good with graphic design to make those shirts up, and they probably weren't cheap because these are definitely silk screened, and that's a lot of colors on there. The more colors you add, the more expensive it gets. Alright, made it to the next thrift store. One thing, I know I don't do a lot of thrifting as much as I used to. One thing I haven't seen, Bonton. It's a very, I hate this fabric, this fleece fabric. Just hate touching it. Bonton's a pretty well-known store around here. It's in a lot of places, but one thing I don't see a lot of, and this isn't one, is I don't see any Patagonia in the thrift stores. I really don't. It's kind of like I'm wearing a Carhartt jacket that I got out of storage unit. You don't see Carhartt anymore in thrift stores. Any of the older stuff, any jackets. Sometimes you'll find like a t-shirt, but you won't find a jacket. And I think that's kind of crazy to just see brands come and go, and then the fact that you never see them. When Under Armour kind of first came out, it was nearly impossible to find Under Armour stuff anywhere. And you used to be able to just take this shirt and sell it for $30. And I'm pretty sure if you went to, Dick's Sporting Goods or whatever, this shirt's probably like $60. It's $2.50 because it's on sale, but I bet you anybody, you put this online for $20, it'll sit there forever. Kind of stinks with that. But yeah, you don't see Patagonia, you don't see Carhartt. I think that's kind of crazy. Short Hills. Scrapyard. Crazy. What's that doing up here? Jason Bay. Wow. Pirates legend, Mets bum, Jason Bay. One trick I'll always say with these thrift stores is, so we have a Taylor Swift shirt here, concert shirt 2018, might be worth something. But like, so Pink was put out this week. With thrift stores, they generally put all their Pink clothing or the new stuff always at the end of each section. So hopefully, if I'm right, we go over here to, oh, see, look how many black t-shirts they have. Usually this is the white t-shirt area. And I think they go to gray, but you'll see whites over here. I'll say this one's probably going to be pink. Pink. More pink. And usually on this end also, that's also paint tag. That's the way they do it, and I guess they just kind of cycle it through. They push it through farther and farther, so tags like your whites and your blues that have been here for a while eventually make it to the middle of the rack. The only reason why I mention that is because if you're trying to shop for something that's new inventory, the new inventory is always going to be towards the end. Yes, there's going to be some stuff mixed in there here and there, but the brand new inventory most likely will always be at the end. So you can always look at the stuff that not everyone else has looked at 20 or 30 times throughout the weeks. Cast iron at the Thrift. Now, brand this is Basic Essentials, made in China. Don't see a lot of cast iron in thrift stores. Doing this is kind of funny. You see a lot of stuff at thrift stores that you don't see at auctions and vice versa. I don't know why that is. There's another piece of cast iron. Utopia Kitchen. All the Christmas trees. Look at all of them. It's kind of interesting. They have a whole bunch of sweatbands over here. You got all sorts of sports ones. I'll pick that up here in a second. Sweatbands. You got Mariano Rivera. I think they were made by like Fan Band or something. And then you got one of these. I think I might buy. It's only $1. They're like $8-10 on eBay. So I'll think about buying this one. This is a hand warmer for football. I never knew they'd have this little sports section of all different sports gear. You have some Evo Shield arm sleeves, some batting gloves down here. Look at that. Bunch of oddball sports stuff over here with pillows and other stuff. Speaking of Carhartt, here we go. Granite State Solar, Green Mountain Solar, something Energy Systems Carhartt shirt. Don't find a lot of them. Like it. I don't even know what this is. Maybe it's a guy who works for us. Not a clue. It almost looks like a racing shirt with all the advertisements. Unless it's just some electric company that goes by a lot of different names. Unfortunately, this sweatshirt is not worth a lot of money. It's an XL. I kind of feel like I might need to just buy it for myself. It might be too big. It is like a reverse weave material. It says Insulators, Newark, New Jersey. I guess people, fell. But it is, man, this is nice quality. It's made by Gray Bear, which is union made in USA. Probably pretty expensive. I did a quick search on eBay. They're not really worth a lot. Like they're worth like $20, if that, if they even sell. But it's just a great quality sweatshirt. I'm going to see if this fits. It's a company I've never even heard of, but a lot of these union-made sweatshirts, really good. All right, so another fun day at the Thrift. I just finished up at Wilkes-Barre. It's so loud in there. You guys might remember this store. They used to have a boombox playing all the music. They finally got actual surround sound or amplified sound for the whole place. So no more boombox. It literally has the entire store blasting at full speed with Christmas music. It's Christmas time, holiday time, winter time. Good old thrift store time. It was a fun day getting back out to do some thrifting. Gotta love the Thrift. Now it's back home to head to Salsa. Good old Salsa dog. Thrifting was fun. It's always a blast to come up here to Scranton. See a lot of stuff. There's actually a couple nice vintage sweatshirts in here with other off-brands. One was Guy's brand. Different. Haven't seen it. Really worn out. You just really don't think about how back in the day there were so many small brands that made clothing here in America. Never would have known. It's not just all Gildan and Fruit of Loom and jerseys and all that fun stuff. Champion. All right, a little bit of a turn of events. I finally decided to make it over to Plymouth. There's this family store thrift shop. Similar to, if you guys are local, there's one in Easton. There's one in Whitehall. I think there's one in Quakertown. It's Quakertown. I think it's Quakertown. No, Hellertown. That's where it is. But they have one all the way up here. They might even have more in the area. But I have never been here to this one, and it's literally set up exactly the same. So, finally decided to check it out. Don't know if I'll really find anything. These are good to have if you're working on vehicles. I have a couple of these, but, you know, stuff like this you don't see at thrift stores. You know, so these kind of stores kind of have everything and everything. Those you won't see at a Salvation Army. So, yeah, you never know. Something might pop out. Something might find its way. Maybe we'll find something. Maybe we won't. Alrighty, so it was a lot of fun to get to that other thrift store kind of at the end. Truly amazing because I forgot to do my outro, my exit for the video, but I never knew of that other thrift store really until a couple weeks ago, a couple months ago, and then I didn't know how close it was to the last thrift store I went to. So if you are in the area of, you know, the Lehigh Valley or so, you probably know of the other family thrift stores. That is essentially another store within that chain. So it was kind of cool to see how they're very, very similar. It seemed like they knew their price for almost everything. So every piece of clothing that I was like, oh, this is probably like $60 on eBay, it was priced at $30 or $40. So they really know their stuff, but yeah, it was cool to kind of see another thrift store as well. Other than that, it's been a fun thrift store day, something we haven't done in quite some time. If you guys enjoyed it, hit the like button, subscribe down below. Happy holidays to everyone out there, and of course, I'll catch you guys next time for next episode here with Talking Stacks. Until next time, have a great day. Keep living dreams. Peace.